And joining us right now on the phone, you know him from Impractical Jokers. He has done some things that I think are, in retrospect, very hilarious, but at the time probably incredibly embarrassing. You wouldn't believe that this man actually is also an author. The book is The Dog Father, and we're joined now by Joe Gatto.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
So, of course, a lot of people know you from this silly show you happen to be a part of, but you are also, you've got a book that came out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's called The Dog Father, My Love of Dogs, Desserts, and Growing Up Italian. It's like a coffee table book that goes into personal stories from my life about desserts and dogs, because all my dogs that I have are named after desserts. I have cannoli, biscotti, tartufo, zeppoli, spumoni, pignoli, Napoleon, and Mishkin. Those are my puppies. Myself.
You don't seem like much of a dog lover if you only have 13 dogs.
Hey, Joe, when you
which is really weird.
Yeah, when you go outside to yell for them, do people come like you're serving dessert or something?
Yeah, people show up with plates. It's very odd.
Right?
Hey, Joe's got dessert. Let's roll down there and get some.
Everyone's drooling. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when did your love of animals start? Because obviously we know a love of pranking is just inherent in every comedian, but your love of animals. Did you have the best dog growing up, or was it just you never were allowed to have one, and so when you became an adult, you were like, I'm going to adopt all of them?
I could do this now. I'm going to take all the dogs. No, I had one dog growing up, Midnight, and I had her from when I was 1 until I was 17. We had her 16 years. So,
wow.
But my wife really got me into rescue. After we had our first dog, we actually bought Cannoli, and she had a bunch of health issues, and we educated ourselves on puppy mills and, shelter animals and the need for adoption. And once we started rescuing, it really became just the love you feel from a rescue dog is like nothing else. They're just so appreciative, and it makes you feel good, too, that you've done something for these beautiful little pups. So we started and haven't stopped.
Yeah, I had one too. We just lost him. 13 years, great dog, Joe. He was one of the best, man. I got a question about Impractical Jokers. So here's the problem I have when my son and I when we see it on TV. We're drawn to the show, and before we know it, 2 or 3 hours will have gone by when they run those marathons. And I have to ask you, after years of, you guys are, obviously, pulling the jokes on each other, all the stunts, making each other awkward and embarrassed, like a drug, does the tolerance ever go up where you're just like, I'll do anything now, after years of doing that?
Well, that's where I started. I started at 11.
Yes.
I'm not really getting embarrassed. Yeah, I'm pretty. My friends say that I don't have the shame gene.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's true because it always feels like you're the one that always ups the, against everybody else. Everybody else would be kind of a little reserved, although you could see them, getting more and more comfortable. But you're the go-to guy when it's like, okay, nobody will do this. Wait a minute, Joe will.
Send them in.
Yeah.
Our cleanup batter. Yeah.
Joe Gatto joins us this morning. You know him from Impractical Jokers. The book that just came out, though, The Dog Father, was released to coincide with National Dog Day. I think that's pretty, appropriate. His dessert dogs, him growing up Italian, all of that fantastic stuff. Is there something in the book that's super surprising that you think people will be shocked to find out about you? Not in any, weird personal way, but maybe they perceive you as to be a certain way due to this show, and maybe they find out something that they never knew about Joe Gatto.
I mean, the book, it's funny because the book is just a true lens into my personal life solo. It's not, people really get to know me as part of a group, so this is a really interesting way for people to hear stories just about my life, about me growing up. And actually, I took all the photos myself, too, and in my home, so people, I think, will appreciate that. They actually came really good. I was very proud of how the photos came. I did the whole project myself from soup to nuts. I wrote it, took the pictures, designed it, and self-published it on Amazon. So I'm really proud of it.
Yeah,
I have a show idea for a punishment. So you and your wife, you guys got this down, obviously, with 13 dogs. But what about a punishment for, Saul or Murr or Brian even, about, they have to take care of the dogs or, for a day or something like that?
Yeah, we actually had one. Cat. Q's a real cat person. He's got 3 cats, and I have my 6 dogs. We were gonna try to switch for a week.
Oh my God, that would have been great. That would have been great.
Yeah, you would have had the better end of that, because that was putting your feet up. There's no taking anything for a walk. That would have been the best deal for you.
That's why we killed it. Actually, is because it's not equal.
No, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but since when have you guys been fair to each other? I mean, come on.
Couple remaining moments here with Joe Gatto. You know him from Impractical Jokers. Really quick, one last question for you about the show. Have you ever gotten up to something, this is a practical joke, but it's kind of getting out of hand, and you actually did have that white-hot poker of panic in your chest, like, oh no, this is not going to be good?
Yeah, I think it happened to the whole crew, actually, when, I don't know if you saw the episode, it was a punishment for me. They sent me to a Mets game, and Noah Syndergaard, their star pitcher, was, before the game, was signing autographed baseballs and throwing them into the crowd.
Yes.
And he was part of the punishment. He knew just to throw them just to me.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I kept collecting them and putting them in my fanny pack and telling everyone they could go to eBay to get them.
Yeah, this is the
And
best.
people did not really react very well.
Oh,
He was taking them from kids. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember that one.
I am so surprised you're alive to tell the tale, Joe.
Well, I'm charming. I'm charming.
Yeah.
Maybe blue eyes help me get out of trouble.
Yeah, I think a couple of times you almost got your ass beat on that one.
Thank you. Joe Gatto, everybody. Get the book, The Dog Father. It's all about his growing up Italian childhood and the wonderful 6 dogs that he has. Joe, best of luck going forward, and don't be a stranger. Come back and talk to us soon.
I appreciate it. You guys are great. Thanks so much, and good luck to you.